This is Tarik Talk. Your host, Tarik Mendez, takes you on a journey with guests from all around the world. Broadcasting around the world. Around the world. This is Tarik Talk.
Today I'm here at booth 9 with Diane. Diane, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. Do you mind starting with your Instagram username, please?
My Instagram is Diane Portwood, DianePortwood.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And can you describe us a little bit about you as an artist?
Yeah, I am. So my background is in aerospace engineering, which is why a lot of my art centers around space and astronauts.
That's so cool.
I also think having that background has really helped me with mixed media. I incorporate a lot of woodworking and a lot of electrical work through my LED lights in my art. So having that kind of type A planning background really helps me plan out my original work as well.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. And can you tell me a little bit about your creative process?
Yeah, so I actually do van life right now. Okay. I travel all over the country in my camper van, and I pull a trailer with all my art and tools.
That's so cool.
So because the art show seasons kind of follow the weather in each places, I'm typically in pretty temperate weather, and so I can paint outside in nature. I spend my weekends in the cities for the art shows, and then typically I go out into the middle of nowhere during the week. So I'm in Brooklyn right now, but I'm about to head up to Maine and go to Acadia National Park, and I'll probably paint a bit out there. So that's kind of what my week looks like. I'm in the big old cities during the week, and then the middle of nowhere, during the weekends, in the middle of nowhere during the week, and that's where I can
you have like the coolest life ever. This is so cool.
Thank you.
And can you tell me a little bit about how do ideas come to you?
A big part of my inspiration process is actually music and lyrics. I'll hear a phrase in a piece of music, and that'll really inspire some imagery that turns into an original piece, and a lot of my titles are actually from songs and song lyrics for that reason.
Oh, nice. And how do you keep track of your ideas? Do you have a little sketch pad or note, your notes on your iPhone?
Notes on my iPhone for sure. My notes app is very chaotic for that reason. And then also I do have a sketchbook because I do a lot of woodworking and electrical installation for the LEDs. I have to really plan out the painting inch by inch in order to. I make the LEDs myself.
Oh wow!
And so they need to be planned out so that they fit in the piece.
My gosh.
So there's a lot of
anything that you
planning.
don't do? This is so cool. Wow.
I can't dance. That's my weakness.
And then, do you have any studio rituals? When you get to before you start painting, do you have to have a coffee, do yoga, meditate, or you just get right to work?
So when I was in a normal house in a studio, I did. Van life is so chaotic. There's almost no consistent schedule because I'm in a different place every day. So no, my ritual is no ritual.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool. You remind me like an artistic version of that movie Into the Wild, where the guy does exploring. But this is so cool.
Oh, thank you.
And your work is so diverse. Can you tell me a little bit? I see that you do paintings, and I think you put resin coat on top of it. How did you come up with that idea? That's so cool.
So I did a lot of furniture building when I was younger. It's just a hobby. And so I actually learned to work with resin from doing live edge river tables. And so it just seemed like a great thing to add because my pieces are so contemporary. I think the resin adds a nice modern finish. And then it also, especially while I'm on the road, it protects the art. It completely seals it. Especially from humidity and changing weather because I will drive from California to Florida sometimes, so it really helps protect the art, so there's a utility to it as well.
Oh wow, that's so cool. And do you have does your work kind of follow your travels, do you as you get inspired by going by the states, does it reflect your work a little bit?
So I don't think you'd look at my work and directly say, she's been in the mountains, so she's painting a mountain. But being out in nature really does lend itself to a lot of ideas. Another huge source of inspiration is I do a ton of hiking and backpacking.
Oh, nice.
And being out on the trail alone, only with my own thoughts, really lends to a lot of time to think about my next pieces of work.
Oh, wow. You're so fascinating to talk to. And do you have any projects coming up later this year or next year?
So I've been on the road for 1 year. I'm going to do one more year on the road. My next show will be Art Basel Miami.
Are you going this year?
Yes.
Oh, I've see you then. I'll definitely follow you. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, I'll be there.
So before I did van life, I lived in South Florida, so it was very easy to participate.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be doing Red Dot and Scope this year. And so that's my next big show. Basically after this show, I am spending all my time preparing and making pieces for those events.
Oh my gosh, you're so cool. You need to like sorry, English is my second language. What do they call it when they make a movie out of your life? A biography?
A documentary.
A documentary, yeah. And then like since you travel so much, and like when I travel and I go back to life, do you have that itch to like keep driving? Like how do you see yourself once you're done with the van life and you go back to like a normal routine? Do you think you're gonna like miss the adventures and everything?
Yeah, I do think it's easy. Like grass is always greener. So right now the idea of being in a house and having a schedule sounds really nice. But I know as soon as I have that, I'll be like, I miss the freedom of the road. But I will be moving to Salt Lake in the summer of this next coming year, and that's going to be a great home base for me. It's right next to the mountains. But even though I have a home base, I will still be spending about half the year on the road.
Oh, nice.
I'll just actually have a studio. The reason I did van life was I was spending most of the year on the road anyway and still paying my South Florida lease.
Yeah.
So doing the couple years on the road has been amazing, just seeing so much more stuff and also just saving money on not having rents.
Oh, wow.
But I will be able to produce more with a home base. And I think spending half the year at home and half the year on the road will really give me that happy medium.
And how long have you been, have you been doing the van life consecutively, or have you done like breaks?
So I've done consecutively for about a year.
Oh wow!
And then I'm doing one more year, and then I'll finally be a normal house person.
Oh my gosh! You should do like a YouTube channel and vlog. This is so,
I
never
met
an artist that does this. This is so genius.
I will say the van life is wonderful, but it's hard in that so much of your mental capacity is like, oh, where am I going to do my laundry? Where am I going to shower? Is it safe to sleep here? That the first thing that falls to the wayside is social media. So I keep up on my Instagram, and I've been meaning to do a YouTube channel, but those
like
videos
a second
take so
job.
much time.
Of course. And do you have any like projects or like dream projects you want to tackle in the future, like life-size sculptures? I mean, I could do like some paintings here. I see like maybe like those cool Coachella big sculptures. Do you have any like ideas like that?
I mean, I would love to do a big installation at Burning Man. I've never been, and I am kind of an introvert, and I think that experience would be a lot for me. So I think the only way I'm going to end up at Burning Man is if I'm making an art piece for a camp there.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that would definitely be a goal of mine, and then also to do some of the larger fairs, maybe internationally as well.
Oh wow, congrats. Well, it's been a pleasure, Diane. Thank you so much. Do you mind just plugging in your Instagram one more time for the people listening?
Yes. My Instagram is Diane Portwood, DianePortwood.
Perfect. And it's been a pleasure. Hopefully we see each other at Art Basel at Red Dot and Scope, right?
Thank you for listening to Tarik Talk. Follow Tarik Talk on all social media channels and check out the video interviews online.